Man, what is good, YouTube? I decided to match up Alex Pereira with every single one of his rivals in the UFC. I even threw the kickboxing Pereira and kickboxing Adesanya in there. Also, I have a heavyweight matchup between him and John Jones that I threw in there. And also, we got Lionheart Anthony Smith in the main event. And we're just going to get straight into this. Okay, for the first matchup on this card, we got kickboxing Alex Pereira taking on kickboxing Israel Adesanya. In the first round, they were trading big shots, but nobody was getting hurt until Alex Pereira came in with a spinning back fist into a lead uppercut that sat down Adesanya. Izzy tried to start out round 2 with his switch knee, but he got caught by a right hook coming in that rocked him. Now we got Alex Pereira taking on Jamal Hill. Pereira was able to sit down Jamal Hill with a straight right in the first 30 seconds. They came in with a left hook that rocked Jamal Hill, had him on the back foot in the first minute. Pereira started to put a beating on Jamal Hill, so after he dropped him for like the third time, he fell to the ground going for some ground and pound. But Jamal Hill ended up taking his back. He kept Pereira down for the minute, and then Pereira got back up to the feet. But Jamal Hill, he wants this fight on the ground. He shot a double leg. He got Pereira to the ground, but Pereira was able to get back up within 20 seconds. Pereira was able to hurt Hill bad. He went in for the finish, but Hill was able to manage to get back up to the feet, and he was able to hurt Pereira at the end of round 1. But starting off round 2, it wasn't the same. Alex Pereira was able to get round 2 finishes over his first 2 rivals, but now we got this third matchup taking on Prochazka. Prochazka, he was coming in a little reckless with his chin up. He was getting hit by some shots. He opened up a cut and got hit by a 1-2 that rocked him. Yuri recovered just to get sat down by overhand. He had a clinch knee. He threw a lead leg kick with nothing to set it up and got hit by a right hook, wobbling backwards. He threw a spinning back fist, and then Alex Pereira was just going off in the first round. Yuri is starting to make a comeback in round 2. He was able to rock Pereira 3 times. Pereira only rocked him once. Yuri was able to make it his type of fight. He just turned this fight into a brawl. He wasn't just going to let Alex Pereira pick him apart and knock him out. He came in with a leg kick and ended up getting checked, but he was throwing back on Pereira. We're able to rock him once again. Yuri was having success rocking Pereira, but then he ended up getting dropped twice in a row. After getting dropped 3 times in 2 minutes, Yuri was able to rock Pereira and sit him down at the end of round 2. And then we got to round 3 and somebody got slept. Making his debut in the heavyweight division, we got Alex Pereira taking on John Jones for the heavyweight championship. He was able to hurt John Jones off the bat, but then he got taken down. but he was actually able to reverse position on Jones, but Jones was able to take the position back in less than 10 seconds. He ended up letting off some ground and pound shots, and then he let Pereira back up to the feet. Jones was doing great on the feet. He was able to rock Pereira twice, and then he ended up taking him down, looked for an arm triangle that had Pereira in some danger. But Pereira was able to survive it, got to round 2. He was able to stuff Jon Jones' takedown to start off round 2 and give him a front kick and a spinning elbow. Jones started off good on the feet, then Pereira started to take over until Jon Jones went in for a jumping head kick that ended up hurting Pereira. But Jones still wanted this fight to the ground. He shot a single leg. Pereira was able to stuff it. His takedown defense in round 2 was on point. Jon Jones was able to land a leg kick that hurt Pereira's leg at the end of round 2. Then we got to round 3. They started trading shots. Pereira landed that left hook on Jones that had him wobbling backwards. Almost sat him down with a straight right. And eventually somebody got slept. After starting 4-0 against his rivals, Alex Pereira is taking on Israel Adesanya for a second time. But this Israel Adesanya was a lot better than the first one, and he was starting off this fight rocking Pereira right off the bat. This was a pretty back and forth brawl in the first round. You would think this would be more of a technical battle, but they were just brawling. Izzy was able to rock Pereira a lot, but Pereira was able to drop Adesanya to start off this fight. Izzy went to work the body on Pereira, but Pereira hit him with an uppercut, and he had him wobbling backwards pretty badly, but Izzy did the same thing to Pereira. Now Pereira was wobbling backwards. After a brutal round 1 of both fighters just hurting each other and dropping each other consecutively, now we got to round 2. Izzy was able to reopen up a cut on Pereira, then he was able to sit him down with an uppercut. But Pereira, he recovered fast and he stood right back up and landed a high kick on Izzy, and he had him hurt pretty bad. This was the same thing as round 1. They just started brawling. Pereira was able to sit down Izzy with that signature left hook. He came in a little reckless, got hit by an elbow, but Izzy came in with a leg kick with nothing behind it. Pereira sat him down with a right hook, and this was a brutal back and forth war. After hurting each other multiple times, round 2 ended in a finish. Now in the main event for the light heavyweight championship, we got Alex Pereira taking on Anthony Lionheart Smith. Lionheart started out this fight getting dropped by a head kick, but that's okay because he lands his own left hook on Alex Pereira and a lead uppercut that sits down Pereira to start off the first round. He gets sat down badly by another head kick. Pereira followed him to the ground trying to look for the finish, but Anthony Lionheart Smith was able to survive. He was blocking most of them shots. He pulled Pereira back down to the ground. He ended up going for a ghillie, and he almost got Pereira out there. He locks it in, but Pereira survives and makes it to the next round. We got to round 2. Pereira threw a body kick on Smith. Smith fell to the ground, but it wasn't a knockdown, but he got right back up to the feet. Pereira started to let his hands go, but Smith, he's there for that. He's going to eat that, and he threw a straight left rocket. Pereira had him going on the back foot. Pereira throws a kick and gets sat down by a straight left. Smith's coming in to take over. Anthony Smith was not able to get the takedown, but that's okay because he sat down Alex Pereira with a right hook. But Pereira, he stands right back up right away and throws that left hook, having Anthony Smith wobbling backwards in danger. Throws a question mark kick that sits down Anthony Smith. But Lionheart, he's able to get right back up to the feet, ready to brawl. He throws a Superman punch, sitting down Pereira. He falls him to the ground, goes in for the finish, but he wasn't able to get it. Smith tried to throw another Superman punch, but he got hit by a straight right that sat him down. Pereira was going in for the finish. Smith was able to not get hit by too many clean shots on the ground. He ended up getting this fight back up to the feet, but it didn't work out because he got sat down by a left hook once again. He got sat down pretty badly, but Pereira seemed like he didn't even want to get that fight to the ground, but Smith was able to stand right back up, and he sat down Pereira with his own left hook, going in for some ground and pound. But Pereira, he was able to not get hit clean, survives to the next round where somebody got slept.
Called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 4 seconds of round number 4. Declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Alex Pereira.
Alright, after a 6-man card of Alex Pereira taking on all his rivals, he goes ahead and he goes 5-1 against his rivals. The only time he lost was against Israel Adesanya in the co-main event in a round 2 knockout. But the performance of the night KO was Alex Pereira against Jamal Hill. And the fight of the night was Alex Pereira in the main event against Anthony Lionheart Smith. And that wraps up this video.